Thanks to our studio audience for joining us today on Delmarva Life. To find out how you can become a member of our studio audience, visit delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab or call the number on your screen, 443-880-9116.
Well, many of us have been there, struggling to make ends meet, living paycheck to paycheck.
And some have been hassled by debt collectors or are being sued for an outstanding debt. Have you ever considered bankruptcy? Our
next guest will help you decide if that might be a good option for you. Brad Eaby is with the Eaby Firm in Dover. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
So first off, right off the bat, when should someone consider contacting a bankruptcy attorney?
There are several signs that you may want to take note and contact an attorney. If you're receiving a lot of telephone calls from debt collectors, if your wages are being garnished, if you're being sued, these are all signs that you should take proactive steps and seek an attorney. It's very stressful to go through that situation, and you actually do have some help that you can get.
Mm-hmm. You know, some people think if you file for bankruptcy, it means that you're going to lose everything, but that's not necessarily the case.
That's exactly right, and many people that come in say that to me, am I going to lose everything? And I explain to them that you actually get to keep a fair amount of assets in a bankruptcy and get back on track. You generally get to keep your house. You get to keep your vehicle, you can keep retirement accounts, and so you can keep many assets, get rid of debt, and get back on track on your life and get out of this stressful situation.
And that's Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
That is a Chapter 7.
We have the information up there on the screen for people to say. So you had said the significant assets, the house, the car, retirement accounts, and you eliminate unsecured debt.
Yes.
What about Chapter 13 bankruptcy?
In a Chapter 13 bankruptcy is slightly different. And in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you also get to keep your house and your retirement account and your vehicle. The major reason someone might file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy is if they get behind on their mortgage and they're facing a foreclosure. Very stressful situation. And you're behind, say, 10 payments on your mortgage, and they're $1,000 each. That's $10,000. The mortgage company says, pay me that $10,000 or I'm going to foreclose in your house. You have relief. You can file a Chapter 13 bankruptcy and pay that $10,000 off over 5 years.
Good to know.
Now, a lot of times when people get in financial trouble, they start dipping into their retirement, their, just different accounts, 401, things like that, just to cover expenses. That's not a good idea, right?
That is not a good idea, and I frequently see that. People want to pay their debts. They don't do this on purpose, and so what they do is they look at an asset, the retirement account, and they start withdrawing the money from that. They still haven't been able to pay off their debts, and then they come and see me after they've depleted their $50,000 retirement account, and they still end up filing bankruptcy. It would have been a better situation had they called before they reached into that retirement account and kept it for the future, for retirement, and got rid of their debt problem through a bankruptcy.
Now, you're actually offering a special for Delmarva Life viewers. Can you tell me about that?
Yes. If you contact the Eaby Firm, and we're in Delaware, and we represent clients in Delaware, then you will receive $100 off on your bankruptcy fee, and it is a free consultation. So if you mention you've seen us on Delmarva Life, we'll assist you in that way.
And it's just obviously people in Delaware, because since you practice in Delaware, you have to be in Delaware to take advantage of that.
That's
just
correct.
Want to make that clear.
Yeah.
You have a lot of experience under your belt. Tell us a little bit about it and how people can contact you.
Sure. I have been practicing bankruptcy law for over 20 years, and it's changed a lot in 20 years. When I first started, the assets that you were allowed to keep was $5,000. That was it. And now you can keep up to $125,000 worth of equity in a house, $50,000 worth of personal property in your retirement account. So it's changed drastically. I'm also a member of an organization, a national organization called National Association of Consumer Bankruptcy Attorneys. And we get a lot of training and share information and best practices to help our clients. You can contact us through, we have a toll-free number. We also have a web page you can go to and get information, and of course email.
So a lot of good information, and obviously there's a lot of people out there who are faced with these kind of scenarios right now, so definitely would be beneficial for them to get the right information that they need.
Yes, absolutely, and it's a free consultation. It's fairly painless. Find out the answers, find out what your options are, and then you can make informed choices.
Thank you so much, Brad, for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Good information.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to contact the Eaby Firm or read more about Mr. Eaby's areas of practice, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab. Up next on Delmarva Life, you may be able to give your cell phone service quite a boost.
Like the sound of that. Verizon representatives are here to tell you what 4G could do for you. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.